Hello and welcome everybody to my Malik Nabers Prospect Breakdown. Even with Nabers being my second best wide receiver prospect in the 2024 NFL draft class, he's still such an elite prospect. And if it were for Marvin Harrison, I would view Nabers as the number one wide receiver in this draft class. The 6', 200-pound wide receiver was a 4-star recruit in 2021 and reached over 1,000 yards as a true sophomore at LSU in 2022. 2022 was his first year showing potential, being the easy wide receiver one and developing alongside quarterback counterpart Jaden Daniels, who transferred in from ASU. But 2023 was the year that Nabers blew up. In 2023, Nabers finished second in receiving yards, tied for third in touchdowns receiving, and was PFF's number one receiver for all of college football. He was also the highest graded receiver against zone and man coverage in 2023 and was the highest graded receiver from the slot. He was also in 2023 a unanimous All-American, first team All-ICC, and finished second in the Blitnikoff, only being one vote away from Marvin Harrison Jr. The most important attributes that Nabers has to make him an excellent wide receiver is his explosiveness and quickness. His explosiveness helps him explode out of his routes, and his quickness, change of direction, acceleration, and speed allow him to be a threat on the ground. As a deep threat, Nabers was second in deep yards, 624, according to PFF. His speed also allows him to get him open deep, but his body control and secure hands allow him to come down with difficult 180-degree catches on deep balls. Being 6', 200 pounds helps him fight through contact and break tackles and to not be outmatched on one-on-ones. Added with his change of direction, size, and acceleration, he can easily force missed tackles, and he was fourth among wide receivers in 2023. But Nabers can easily win at all three levels, short, intermediate, or deep, and is pretty much a big play waiting to happen. Being only 20 years old is also such a bonus that he has, because not only does he have a ton of potential for a 20-year-old, but he's already a polished receiver who showed dominance at the SEC level. But most of my weaknesses for Nabers come from inconsistencies. Against faster or physical corners, he can struggle to generate enough separation from CBs on deep balls, forcing him to fight a lot at the catch point. On occasion, his releases can be inconsistent, wasting too much time. This hurts especially when he's up against press coverage because he could be halted at the line. Sometimes he takes too many steps to stop and start or beat the drums on routes, allowing CBs to catch up to him and knock the ball loose. And the last is sometimes he isn't the best at fighting on one-on-one balls at a battle at the catch point. However, this isn't a huge weakness because he's shown at times that he can win on jump balls, but is also not a huge part of his playing style either. With that all being said, let's get into the film. On this play, just wanted to show a little curl route from Nabers. Comes back, good catch, solid 10-yard reception. As this was still early in the year, they kept on sending Malik Nabers on a ton of comeback curl routes. Here's another one of the instances, beats the drums, and then gets the catch, gets a little bit after the catch. Alright, and here's the last play from the FSU game that I'm even going to show. Malik Nabers on another dig route. Good throw by Daniels to get it layered, and then he'll just go for after the catch. Probably could have gotten a little more if he didn't stop here. And here is the touchdown from Nabers here, once again up against Malachi Moore, who's in the slot. Malik Nabers is going to be running a skinny post. Look at the acceleration. Once he breaks from the route, absolutely torches by, and ton of separation for the touchdown. That's just an easy play from him. I'd also like to show the other angle of this play just to show how much separation he's actually getting from the two safeties, or slot cornerbacks. And then on this play, here's an in route from Nabers attacking. This looks to be probably cover 2 with these two high safeties, or cover 4 with these cornerbacks being one-on-one. I think I would lean towards them being on man coverage instead of them being deep blues. Malik Nabers attacks the soft area of the zone here. There's nobody here, and breaks a tackle from Caleb Downs and gets only a little bit after the catch. And now here's a super nice play from Malik Nabers. This is up against Malachi Moore again, going up against him pretty much all game. He's going to be running a fade route, stacking the receiver or stacking the cornerback at the middle of his route. But I want to show how Nabers doesn't truly beat him on this route, but keeps his eyes tracking the ball and is able to just catch that probably without even seeing the ball. I know it's kind of hard to see on the film angle, but he does come down with that and it's ruled to completion. Showing the other angle, we definitely get a better look at how he was able to just track this ball and maintain 1 foot in bounds. and get the completion. Here's just a great play after the catch. Malik Nabers is just going to run like he's just going to sit here in the soft area zone. Daniels is going to put it there, but look at Nabers and his ability after the catch, getting an extra like 20, 25, almost 30 yards and putting them from their own 30 to Florida's 35. And then here is Nabers on a shovel pass. Look at him stop and then accelerate again and then gets another couple 10, 15 yards after the quote-unquote catch, more like the shovel. And then the last play I'm going to show for the Florida game is going to be Nabers' 44-yard pass, where he's going to go on an inside slant almost, come in and then go for a corner. And then as play, Nabers, good break out of the route, gets wide open here. But what I really want to show is look at how he beats this tackle and then accelerates for another 20-something yards, fights through the tackles here. This was called offensive holding though, so I think he got called back. However, good example of Nabers fighting after the catch. All right, so I didn't think I had enough film to show how good Nabers is and how good I think he is. So I'm just gonna play some of his highlights. Here's a stutter go route where Nabers is just gonna keep his eyes on the ball, comes down with it, and then ends up scoring a touchdown. Here's the body control doing all of the work here. Nabers flips his entire hips to go get that ball. Let's watch it again. Can't see the quarterback, but look at the yeep. Got it. If you want to see the other angle, oh man, what a good catch. Here's a great example of Nabers' route running prowess. In and then cut back out. Completely fools the cornerback and is wide open. And great catch as well, even jumps for that one for the touchdown. Nabers also has a real good juke. Here was on a dig route, spins out one guy and then spins out the second guy, gets tackled here. Here's another display of Nabers on another deep route. Good ball placement, bang, catch, touchdown. Nabers so much thrives in short situations. Here, he just gets a simple, very quick speed out. I mean, look at what he's doing to the defender. Spin one, juke two, and then I'll get the first down on this play. And again, here's another example on a comeback route. Can't see it on the screen though, but gets the catch, and then boom, after the catch, speed, acceleration, and he'll finally get tackled here. And this is the last example I want to show. Look at Nabers just on a bootleg here. Watch what he's going to turn this into. Flips his hips, excels, puts his head down, and he's completely gone for the touchdown. That's what he probably does best. My player comparison from Malik Nabers is DJ Moore. Both are compact wide receivers with similar archetypes and playing styles. Both excel after the catch point with similar frames and size. Both are also good route runners who have good agility and body control. But Nabers is a bit of a quicker wide receiver and shiftier, meanwhile Moore is a bit stronger at the catch point, but both have very similar overall playing styles. And I am giving Malik Nabers a 7.00 prospect grade. He's 5th currently on my 2024 NFL draft board and my wide receiver 2 in the class. He is also my last blue chip prospect or 7+ prospect grade in the class. And these prospect grades are on an 8-to-5 scale. You can find them on the NFL.com website. I think Nabers has the potential to be a consistent 1,000-yard receiver and has Pro Bowler potential. I think Nabers should be a top 5 pick. However, I think he'll minimum go within the first 10. And teams like the Chargers, the Titans, and the Giants should all have Nabers as their top choice. The conversation surrounding Malik Nabers is whether he's on the same level as Marvin Harrison Jr. and similarly, who's better between Malik Nabers and Rome Odunze. I don't think he's better than Marvin Harrison Jr., who I view as a generational wide receiver prospect. However, I do think he's better than Rome Odunze, of course, as a prospect. The Nabers and Odunze debate is similar to that of the Drake London and Garrett Wilson debate in 2022. Both have different playing styles, and depending on the play style you actually prefer, which is jump ball or route running, is how you would answer the question. Both were not only elite wide receivers at the college level, but also great prospects. However, I believe that Nabers' play style is going to translate a little better. He's going to be able to eat after the catch and be a threat at all 3 levels, no matter where he goes, while Odunze might need a quarterback who can just throw it up there and let Odunze dunk on people, and also a quarterback who's going to be able to throw it deep and make accurate throws on the sideline. But that's going to do it for my Malik Nabers prospect breakdown video. Let me know your views on Malik Nabers. Make sure you go watch the rest of my prospect breakdowns. I'm already to 5 at this point. And of course, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my TikTok, follow my Twitter, follow my Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video.